welcome everyone. I put the guitar down. How's it going? I got a different setup here where I can talk this way now instead of turning to the camera, which I think it'll be all right. I tested on my regular video, so this is kind of cool. Then I can get in the shot a little bit here. So today, tonight I'm going to do an easy landscape, like something anybody can do. I'm going to make it really simple, okay? So this is going to be fun. I'm going to start by, I'm not going to put any undertone, or we'll just start by painting the sky and the mountains in real quick. I'm mixing some light blue up here. So I hope everybody's doing good tonight. I'm off tomorrow, so man, I can stay up all night and do paintings if people want to watch. We'll do like, look how light that is. We'll go crazy, doing all-nighter, painting all night. So I still have my overalls on. I did some work earlier on some heating stuff, boilers. Let's put some light blue up here. Check that out. Nice light baby blue sky. I got the blue earth up there. It's kind of cool. I'm trying to fix up the studio up a little bit to make it fun to be in here, you know. Maybe start getting some different things going on here. We'll see. I'll figure it out. My subscriber count just kind of like died all of a sudden. I was growing good there for a while. I thank you for everybody that subscribed. But it seemed like the last 2 weeks, I'm not getting any new subscribers. I don't understand it. It happened before, but I'm not worried. I still put the content out regardless, because I enjoy doing this, you know. I'd like for some of you to start, go buy some paint and brushes and paint along with me. So this is going to be the simple landscape. I think if you went and bought some brushes, few brushes and some acrylic paint and a canvas, and you followed everything I do in this video, you'd be able to do this painting no problem, okay? I'll kind of explain it as I go. We'll just call this baby blue. Baby blue. So put up some baby blue in the sky, and what I'm doing here is putting white down here, because the mountain's going to be right in here, and I want it to be on top of white, okay, so it stands out more. There's the sky. We're going to have a big sky, and I'll show you how to do some cool clouds. You'll be able to do these clouds the first try, okay? Your first time doing clouds, you'll be able to do it. Okay, I got this cool technique for that anybody can do, even if you've never painted before. All right, let's put the mountain in. So for the mountain, just take a little bit of white and a little black, mix those two together, and that's going to be our mountain color. And usually for a beginner, I'll make the mountain big when I'm teaching somebody here in Seattle. And we'll put a little blue in it. Any kind of blue, just put some blue in that gray. It helps with the tone. Okay, it really does. It makes the mountain look cool. There's our gray. This is a number 12 filbert brush. Okay, see how it's round on the top there? And it's an acrylic brush, so you could buy these at Michael's. And this is a 16 by 20 inch canvas, okay? So let's put our mountain in here. I want to make it big, so since this is a beginner painting, let's put a big mountain. Here's the center, but let's put it off center a little bit. A big peak right there, okay? Really big, and we'll put a small peak here on the side. And just bring it down a little bit. Bring this mountain all the way to the right, like this. And then bring that gray down to about there. Don't bring the gray too far down. And then make your peaks, you know, look kind of, shape them a little bit the way you want them. Maybe let's put a little outcrop right here next to that peak. Just like that, so it looks like another hump on there. There we go. Pretty simple so far. The reason why I put the mountain here, because guess what? We're going to have a big tree over here, see? Right from here up into the sky. Look at that. Pretty easy. Let me make sure everything's running right, because this is a new setup for me. I put that mirror up just 10 minutes ago just to see if everything would work. And it looks like it's working. I can't really tell till I watch the video. So now down here where this mountain is, take a little bit of white on your brush. You don't even have to clean your brush off. I still have gray on there. And let's just put a little bit of white at the bottom of the mountain here. Just to lighten it up a little bit. Cool. Look at that. So I'm thinking for this, we'll run, I'm going to run this ground more like this over here. So bring that gray, bring it down a little bit like this, okay? And let's put some, I'm thinking either water, yeah, let's do water. Let's do water. So let's fill this whole bottom in just like the sky, okay? So rinse your brush off in water. And then I keep like a rag in my hand sometimes, and just dry your brush off. Grab some of that blue, and we're going to put some water down here. And just put it in like this, horizontal. It doesn't have to be perfect. Wet your brush a little with water. It really helps the paint flow on the canvas. You see that? Let's make this a little darker. So take a little bit of this Prussian blue, mix it in that light baby blue, and we're going to darken up the water here in the front, okay? And then kind of bring it back a little bit. If you go out and look at a big body of water. It's not all going to be one color. There's going to be like shady spots. So we'll make it light back here and a little darker in the front here. Okay, really simple. This isn't all going to be water, but let's just fill it all in. This is to make it easy, because we're going to have some bushes down here with a big tree going up here. So now take a little bit of titanium white on your brush, and let's blend it into this blue in the back here, just into the back of the water to make it lighter, just like that. That's good. Cool. This is going to be a real easy painting. So ba-da-ba. So since we got all the paint on the canvas, I'm going to do the snow on the mountains. Now this is where it gets a little tricky, so if you're a beginner, you need to, we're going to use a knife, okay? It's not that hard to do. Hey, Vite! Yeah, you like this setup? Good. I was always kind of, it was hard to get me in the picture, you know, the camera. So I figured, well, I'll put a mirror up there. It might work. So good. I'm glad you like it. Let's put some snow up here on the right side of each peak. Just do the peaks first. Just pull it down a little and to the right. Just like that. And then step back and look at it. And that looks good to me. See how it already gave the mountain some dimension? Now let's make it turn a little here. Let's make this mountain turn. So we'll just add a little more snow down here. Pull it out so it makes the mountain look long, okay? And the same thing up here. We'll put a little more snow and pull it down here into this area. Pull some white down here. I live in Seattle, so we still have snow all over the mountains. They're still full. Plenty of snow up there still, so it's all melting now. This is pretty cool. Now let's make a light blue. Let me show you how I do it. This is the shadow side of the mountain. Just take a little blue, any kind of blue, and take a little white, and with your knife, just mix it together like this. This is brilliant blue, by the way. It might look good up there. Let's make it a little lighter, a little more white. I don't know if it's easier. I'll test it to see what's easier in the mirror or the camera. But this is light blue. I'm going to do the big mountain in the front first. And just come up next to your white and pull it down and to the left. With you got a small side on this knife. See that small side? Use the small side up here on the peak. And in here, use the small part of the blade. Don't cover any white. Just come up right next to the white and pull a little blue down. You even got to do it down here. Because this is part of that mountain there, okay? Bring that blue all the way down. Same thing on this mountain. Just pull the blue. You can leave some of that gray in there. That's what's cool about mountains. You don't have to cover it all up with, because we want some of that gray. I would like some of that gray to show through, so you get more colors in your mountain. Okay. Wow. I really like that blue, but we want to, this is further back, this mountain, so we want to lighten up the blue just a little for that one. So take a little blue and add a little more white to it. This is just for that back peak. We want this to be a little lighter because it's further away, okay? There we go. Cool. Let me see how this looks. Let me stand back and look at it. Wow. Wow, that looks pretty good. Where am I at? 17 minutes. So, plus I played my guitar at the beginning. So let's put some land in here now. I'm gonna design the land down here real quick. We'll use let's use the gray from that we used for the mountain, and let's design some like land coming out into the water here. So let's put like let's put a hill here. Bring it out into the water. This is just gray paint. And we're creating some land here. We'll put some trees off this thing. And let's put another piece of land out here using gray. Just kind of bring it out like this. Maybe we'll like tie this in like this. Cool. See, so now we got like almost a circle in here. That looks kind of cool. And let's put some land down here on this side because I want to run a big tree up here. So we'll just put some gray down here. And we'll put a little over here too. Just so you can see where all the bushes are going to go. That's all you got to do, nothing special. So if you want to put an island out here, you can. Just put a little island out there. This is looking pretty good. I kind of want to run some trees back here. Alright, this is where, if you're a beginner, you got to get one of these brushes. It's called a fan brush, and this is a number 2, okay? Now I mix sap green and black to get this dark green color. Now let's use a fan brush, and I'm going to run some trees on the back of this water here. We'll just touch it with your brush like this. Bring it down this way. Now with your brush, let's start in the middle. Pull the bottom to the left. Just the bottom, and pull this side to the right. like that. Now this is really simple. Pull the trees up in the back with the corner of the brush. Just the corner. Really not too high, just to make them look like evergreen trees. Get a little taller over here because it'll look like they're going off, like it's turning here, okay? We can make it look like it's getting further away. If you make these a little taller here, and then keep these smaller over here. Doesn't that look cool? Now with the same green, let's put it on this hill here. Fill this hill in with that green color instead of the gray. Just go right over the gray with this green. Now let's put a few trees over here. With your brush, turn it like straight on. And let's put a trunk. Just touch the canvas and bring it down to the top of that hill. And we're going to use the corner of the brush and put the leaves on. Just touch it. Touch the canvas with the brush. Just like that. Doesn't that look cool? Put one right next to it, really close. Same thing, just touch the leaves on, stay small on top, and then just get wider at the bottom. These kind of trees are really easy. They're not that hard to do. They're a little smaller. When you do them small like this, I think they're really easy. When it gets harder is when you do a tall one, okay? I'm going to probably do a tall one right about here from down here, and those are a little more difficult. Take a bunch of that green on your fan brush and put some like bushes now on the top of this land that you made, and then pull the bottom to the right underneath the bushes. So it looks like bush tops there. Same thing over here. Just put some bushes up on top of that land. And then fill in this gray with this green. This is the sap green. It has black in it. You want to darken it up. Look at that. It's looking pretty good. Let's put our reflection in now. So put a little bit of color on your brush. You don't need much. And pull down in the water with your brush. You got to mimic what's up on the land in the water. And you don't need much color in there, just a little. Just pull it down in the water. Now rinse your brush off in the water. And this is an easy way to make a reflection. And kind of dry the brush off with a rag. Now just pull it to the right. Over here you could pull to the left. Just what's in the water. And now wipe your brush off. Take your knife, and I'm going to run a white water line underneath where the land and the water meet. If you don't think you can do it with a knife, take a small brush and you can just paint it in, okay? But you just got to go across the bottom of the land like this with white. Okay, just like that. Very good. You can put, I'm going to put a few lines out here in the water. It's looking really good. Let's do some clouds now. I told you the clouds would be easy, and I think you'll be amazed on how easy these clouds are. I could put some cool clouds up there in 5 seconds. You probably don't believe me, but that's how easy my technique is. Let me make sure everything's in focus. Yeah. Wow. That's turning out pretty good. I'm telling you, if you've never painted, this will be an easy one for you to get started on. I haven't done anything hard in there yet. Maybe with the knife. It takes practice to get that line to go across like that. But let's do some clouds. So we're going to use the fan brush number 2. And just fill it up with titanium white. Like this. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to start here and run some clouds and fill this section in here by just touching in the top part of the cloud like this. And then take your brush and pull just the bottom out a little bit. Just the bottom part. Just like that. There's one cloud done already. Wow. Told you how easy that was. And you can come in here and make sure the tops of your clouds are, you know, filled in pretty good. Let's get some more white. And I'm going to do the same thing from here and run it to the left here. Start out here and put the top part of your cloud in. Kind of go up at an angle. Like up, and then pull the bottom, just the bottom, to the left. Just the bottom part. Leave some of that blue in there. It'll look like a shadow on the cloud, okay? See that? Doesn't that look cool? The blue in here. It's a way to do a cloud, and it automatically puts more color in there for you. It makes it blue and white. That you don't have to come back and put gray in there. It's a cool trick. So down here I'm going to put just a small cloud. To do a small cloud, let's put a round cloud here like this. And then just pull the bottom just a little. Just like that. It's a round cloud right there. And I got the light hitting right there. So I'm going to do one more cloud, maybe from here up. And that'll be it. When you do a painting, even if you don't do your clouds like this, it's good to bring your clouds to the edge, okay? it's good to bring them from the edge because then it makes it look bigger up there, you know. If you just have a few clouds here in the middle of the picture, it doesn't look good. So you want to fill the sky up. I'm going to come back here and touch some of the top of this cloud. Brighten it up a bit. There you go. I'm done with the sky. That's enough. Let's put one more tree right here because I don't like the way this is on the edge like that. Using the same fan brush, number 2. Make it smaller than that one. And corner of the brush. Put the leaves on. Wow. This is looking really cool, man. Let's put a tree out here, kind of like at an angle. Let's see what it looks like. Like right, maybe angle back. I'm going to angle it to the left here a little. And maybe I'll angle one out to the right. I like that. So now I'm going to angle one a little bigger to the right. Like it's hanging, maybe it's hanging over the water there. Cool. That's really nice. I'll put some small ones here. Put as many trees in as you want. People, the paintings that sell a lot for me are when I have a lot of trees in there. They sell pretty good. This is the first time I'm doing this setup. I got Bite in here. Yeah, this is going to be a masterpiece for a beginner. I'm telling you, I think this is the perfect painting for a beginner. I'm hitting everything in here. We got mountains, clouds, a blue sky. We got water and these easy evergreen trees. And I'm going to show you how to highlight these trees. It's really easy. We got a reflection here in the water. It's got a lot of good stuff in here. Let me put some bushes down here. Use that same sap green and black. We're just going to put some bush tops down here. Just go down the hill like this. And then at the bottom, pull the branches to the right. The bottom part of the bush. Just pull it to the right and it'll cover that gray up with green. We just used gray to design it, is what we did. Now we're just putting color over the gray, which is okay. The gray is like the undertone. Now we're covering it now with the dark green. Making just some bushes down here. Really simple. Let's put a tree over here as well. I'm going to do something different. I've never done one painting like this. All these paintings are from my mind, so it's a good way to paint. That way you don't have to follow a picture or something. I mean, once you learn how to do mountains and trees and water, you could do anything you want, pretty much. So now, you see how we got these trees here over the water? I'll show you how to do the reflection. You take this tree here and put the trunk in the water, put this one in the water, and then just kind of make a triangle here and fill it in with color. It's just a long triangle is all it is. Just like that. Now take your brush and flatten it out, pull it down. Now rinse your brush off real quick with water, and then kind of dry it a little bit with a rag and go over the reflection with your brush back and forth. Just like that. Kind of get those lines out here, blend them into the water. There we go. I'm going to put a white line now underneath here. Cool. Let's bring it out a little bit. Let's run a one line across the reflection. Let's reflect these two trees now. Same way, just get a little bit of that dark green on your brush. We'll make this one kind of turn a little. This one's turning back this way. Then make a triangle. Fill it in like a triangle. A long triangle. And then pull it down, straight down. Now rinse your brush off again. To do this easier, go across it one way, wipe your brush, go across it again, wipe your brush, across it again, and wipe your brush each time so you don't get black marks over here like I did over here, okay? Take some white. I know I'm going fast, but you can pause the video when you re-watch it. And this is like a water lines in here. You could put this white anywhere, but just keep your knife straight when you do it, okay? Look at that. We got two. This might not be, this is a beginner's painting. You can do it, okay? Take a clean brush. This is a number 12. Filbert, and lightly go over the white, but try and keep your brush horizontal. Wipe your brush off a little bit. Go over all the white in the water. Not too much, just a couple times like that. It'll help it look more like water, okay? Just like that. Wow, I'm having fun on this one. Let me turn the camera just a little. You've seen enough of me. Let me get the earth going. I like when the earth's flying around there. The crazy world. It's in orbit. Let's I'm gonna highlight these bushes down here. One side I'm gonna use light green, and this side I'm gonna use yellow ochre, okay? This is gonna come out pretty good for a beginner's painting. So same thing, you can highlight with this fan brush. This is definitely a brush you need to get if you're going to do acrylic painting. This is a number 2 oil fan brush, okay? Now let's take a little bit of yellow ochre, just a little bit on your brush. You don't need much. We're just going to touch the bushes, just the top part, okay? Like this, and make a bush. You know, do one at a time. See how I made this one pretty long? Let's make this next one long too. Maybe like it's long grass. Think of it as tall grass. So touch the top and then just touch it lightly and bring it all the way. And bring it a little bit down, but not so hard, because you want the dark to stay in there. And just keep working your way to the left. Start at the top here, but keep it long. Touch it lightly at the bottom. Hard on top. You want a lot of color up here, and then get lighter as you come down. Less paint. Just like that. Boom, 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 boom. We got 4 bushes there. Doesn't that look cool? So that's how you do bushes. Now you do the same thing this way, but I'm going to use green. Let me use yellow ochre right here though on this one. And then I'm going to use green on those there. So I'm going to mix some green up, light green. So I have, this is sap green, but let's take a little bit of yellow first over here. And take a little green and just mix that yellow and green over here. You're going to get a very light yellowish green color. See that? And let's use that for these bushes here. When you clean your fan brush off with water to get the yellow ochre off, you got to dry it, okay, with the rag. Fill up the brush just with a little paint. You don't need much. Just touch the top of the bush, just the top part, and make it long. And then bring it down just a little, but don't touch that hard. Just touch hard at the top. If you make them, if you don't come out far, they'll look like round balls. So I've made that mistake a lot of times. Like if you just do the tops that'll look like round balls. So that's why I'm telling you to make it a little longer. Make the bush just a bit longer like this. And then they won't look like balls. Like here we can make like a couple, like a few tops on this one, like this. And have dark areas in there. You'll get used to it. Bushes take a little practice to do. But that's how you highlight them. See the contrast in the color now? Now what we're going to do, see this piece of land here? We're going to change that to a light green color. I'm going to use a filbert brush, number 10. I'll use that light green that we just used for here. And take your brush and just fill in this area with that light green. Just pull it. Just like that. Change it to green. Now grab your rag and wipe your brush off and come back on top, and you can blend it down a little bit with the brush. Just like that. Look at that. That looks pretty good. For these bushes here, I'm going to use yellow ochre. Same way, not the same way. I'm just going to go ahead and hit the top parts of these bushes with yellow ochre. Hopefully they end up looking like, you know, bushes. And let's do the same thing over here. Just the yellow ochre. Cool. All right, I think we're done with the foliage. It's coming out pretty good for a beginner's painting. So we're going to put highlights on all these trees, okay? Our light's coming from the right, so we want to put a little light on each side of each tree. We're going to use the fan brush again, and we're going to use a light green that we used on these bushes, okay? So just fill your brush up with that light green. You're going to use the corner of the brush, and you're going to just come down the right side of the tree. You can turn your brush occasionally and just hit the right side of the tree with color. Just like that. It gives the tree color, and it also gives it dimension. Just like that. You don't need much paint on your brush. Just a little bit of paint will do. You don't want it to be too bright. You just want it, I like to make it look subtle, okay? So basically that's the idea with this style of painting. You put everything in dark first, and then you put your colors on after that, okay? It's a really cool technique. And that way, you got shadows in there. You don't have to worry about shading because the shadows are already in there. And wow, look at that, guys. Look at those trees in the water. Wow. This is the first time I've ever done a painting like this. Yeah, I sleep sometimes, Daniel. But I'm off tomorrow. And this is kind of like a good thing for me to do is paint, you know. I put the mirror up there today to do something different. Look at that, guys. That painting came out awesome. Now there's other things you can do in here. You can put bushes on this side of the river, the water. You could try and make this look like grass, you know. I'll show you how to do that. You take a little bit of the dark color that you used for the trees originally. This is really dark green, right? It's sap green with black in it, and just come out here in the grass and pull up in some places. You can make it look like some tall grass. Okay, let me get my liner brush because I want to put some birds up there. That's my favorite thing to do at the end. I'm having my... Are you getting any views yet, Daniel? I'm trying to get people to come your way. Look at that bird. That looks pretty good. Let's give him a buddy there. Wow. Man, this is one of my favorite paintings of the month, I think. Even from all those crazy ones I did. Wow. I really like this painting a lot. This one's going to sell. I can tell this one's going to sell right away. I'll take it over there tomorrow and see if it sells. How long did this one take me? It hasn't even been an hour yet. That's why I was saying I think this is a good one for a beginner because there wasn't... It's not that hard, really. I made the mountains just like I added an extra peak in there, but the mountains weren't that hard to do, and it's mostly water. But man, I did a lot of trees in there. Now here's another thing you can do since I'm not even at an hour yet. Go back to your fan brush. This is going to be your best friend if you do landscapes. These fan brushes do a lot. They do clouds, trees, bushes. These things can do a lot of things. So this is just another trick here over here. Just put like a hint of a tree like over here that's kind of done. You know what I mean? A few tops over here. This brush is kind of getting pretty bad, but you know what I mean. Put tree tops there. That's it. Put a few shadows in this grass by just putting some dark in here like this. And it's going to make it look like a hill going up, okay? Really simple. We can put another hill up here with just a little dark up here. See that? This is the sap green and black. So it's still green. It's a dark green. So I just made that look like the hill is going up now, okay? This looked pretty good. I like it, guys. Really good. Now, you could also put like a dead tree in here if you wanted, coming from here. Like a dead tree. I'm not going to do it because I like the way this came out. And I'm done. Look at that. I don't know if I took this to the market, I'd only sell that for $50. $50 here at the market. They sell quick, you know. If you try and get too much money for them, they don't sell. The only reason I sell them so cheap is because I can do them fast and they're smaller. This is 16 by 20. It's not like a big picture, you know. Now the bigger ones, yeah, they get more expensive. But yeah, if anybody ever wants one, just let me know. Gotta pay for shipping though. I know. It's a little, yeah. It depends. It depends on how long it takes me to do them. This one only took an hour. I really like this one though. Yeah, it is a masterpiece, huh? I really do like this one. Whoops. It's like came out pretty good. Trying to find my dance lights. There we go. We'll put some different colors on it. Let's look at it in black and 8mm. That's like old school there. Document, sepia, silver screen. It even looks good in black and white. Look at that. Man, I really like that right there. That looks awesome. Here's Haunted Haunt. Whoa. That's like reverse. There's a sketch of it. Right on. Thanks, Daniel. Yeah, I've been doing this for over a year now. I'm not tired of it yet. I'm waiting for somebody to, a rich person, to, like, because I have an idea for colors and, like, turn it into a business, but nobody's approached me yet. Someone that wants to turn, because this is acrylic paint. It's different than Bob Ross had oil paint. This is acrylic. This is a lot easier. Easier to clean up too. But it also looks like an oil painting. But you got to know how to mix the colors, and it is kind of tricky. Because if you don't mix the colors right, it'll look like a cartoon painting. Yeah, I don't know what kind of where to put the tags. Like, I'll try and use some different tags and see if I get more viewers. I know it. If you guys subscribe, it probably puts it on your home page. Yeah, I'll do it in YouTube Studio. What do you think I should put it under? Like how to or entertainment, or they don't have like one for art. Like the closest things I see is like how to and entertainment. Like how to paint. Twitch, that's right. Cool, I'm glad you do that. Random hashtags, alright. But it's also funny, like when I first started out, they let one of my videos went up to like 10,000 views. And that was it. After that, then they didn't, they only allow, some of my videos will get like 1,000 views, and then that's it. Then it just stops, like boom. Because I guess they put the videos, they hide them after you snooze, you lose. Yeah. Oh, is that a good hashtag? Hey, how's it going? I think that's Jacob, right? I can't remember. Yeah, we got some talkers today. And I'm already done with the painting. But this came out good. I like the reflections. And I like the way I put these two trees. That looks like an X right there with the reflection. You see that? Doesn't that look cool? I do have time for another one, yeah. I could do, yeah, I was going to do an abstract one earlier, but it turned out to be a realistic one. You mean one of my abstracts, like where I like swipe the colors? Is that the ones you're talking about? Let me find one here. Those are fun. I haven't done those in a while. Uh, oh, here we go. I got one right here. Uh, You talking about like this style abstract one? This is that crazy stuff I do. Uh, see all those lines in there? But I can do an abstract landscape. Maybe I'll do one of those. How's that sound? I couldn't read that all. It died. A wild bear and her cubs, and your head gets ripped off. Other times you find a tasty rabbit to cook. Yeah. Or a trout. I used to go fishing in places like this, and man, I would catch some good trout, man. Fresh trout is like really good. Yeah, I got time tomorrow. I'm off. I can do. I'll try and brainstorm and do some shorts. But I've done some shorts. Some of them did pretty good. I did get a few subscribers from them, like where I was putting the snow on the mountains. I did some time lapse. Yeah, I'll do a few shorts tomorrow. I could do what time is it? It's still early. If you guys still want to stay on, I'll end this and start another one because I'll do uh, like an ab. I could do one of these. Yeah, I'll do an abstract landscape. How's that? I don't have the one here I did the other day because it's in the kitchen, but all right, that sounds good. If you guys are gonna stay on, I'll be back in like 10 minutes. I'm gonna end this one though. All right, cheers, guys. We'll see you in a little bit.